transactions per country is different. This one says, okay, this one, if we did one was later. The next one we did was this one, this AI. Write a query that shows the sum of transactions in USA. It's not the same thing as saying write a query that shows only transactions. This one, you don't need a group by for A because you are not aggregating anything, meaning you don't need a group by. Remember, doctor, let me ask you a question. Doctor, anytime we are using aggregating functions like minimum, average, sum, or average, sum, minimum, which other one again? Count. We don't need a group by function. Is that correct?
We use having and order by.
When we are doing aggregation, Abi,
Yes.
you are wrong. Oh. Anytime you are wrong because you don't understand the question I asked you, not because you don't know it. You understand? You didn't understand the question. Group by, order by, they are all different. Those ones are complementary, but the mandatory is group by. You see this group by here. If you decide to put order by below it, it doesn't really matter. It will matter. It will just change the shape of the result, the arrangement of the result. But group by is what makes the result what it is. Anytime in this question, the reason why I'm not using the reason why I'm not using a group by here is because there is no aggregation, there is no sum of something, there is no minimum of something, there is no maximum of something. Is that clear?
Yes.
But anytime you are using sum, maximum, minimum, average, count, you must put a group by. If not, your result will not be correct. Order by is simply telling you to rearrange your result from highest to the lowest and lowest to the highest. Limit is simply telling you to sort the result. I mean, to give you only maybe the first five of the results. So that's that. That's why here, for example, IV question, I put write a query that shows sum of transactions per country. Normally, you'd also select billing country as country, sum in bracket total as sales, some invoices. Group by billing country, order by sales, DESC. This in descending order is optional. It is optional. Then write a query. So that was what we did yesterday, and I took my time to really explain. Then we now did some other classwork that looks similar and all that. So, but I'm not going to that today. I'm going straight back to window functions. My goal is just to make sure everybody understands instead of just rushing over. And so today we'll go through window function. I'll just show you how to apply it, and then we'll do some classwork. And we call it a day. We'll have a lovely Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. For those of us that go to church. Now, window functions. So I was trying to explain the difference. Group by collapses result for you. It reduces the multiple rows into one and reduces the data set size used for summarization, e.g., sales per customer or sales per country. That's what we were covering last week. Then window function keeps all the original rows, and it also add calculated values like rank and running total. This is exactly this one. We're going to do this one today. I'll show you, I will explain how it's being done. Then row number, we explain the different kinds of results we have in our classes. And I'm going to give you a pictorial example. No, no. No, don't pump. What has finished? Excuse me, doctor. The water is low. I mean, yeah, now pump. Maybe 10 minutes is okay. So then, sorry, excuse me, Jerry. And I give an example. I said if you use row number, this is the kind of results to give you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is rank, this is the kind of results to give you 1, 2, 2, 4. The difference is that rank used to, if there's a tie, like 2, 2, it will jump 3 and go to 4 straight. But in row number, even if 2 and 3 are the same thing, it will give you to rank one, it will rank it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Why dense rank? It will give you 1, 2, 2, 3. This is a summary of all we did yesterday, all the English I was speaking. And I'll say that row number is used in unique numbering, while rank is used in competition ranking, like in sports. Dense rank is used in business ranking. All right. So like if you go to athletic competitions and if two people are tied, there was a these people that used to row boats as competition in ship in Olympics. I don't know what they call it now. You see plenty of people on the river. They'll give them boats and they'll be rowing the boat and all that. I was watching one competition. Is in Netherlands and Denmark. USA took them first. Then either Denmark and the Netherlands were tied at the second position. So they now ranked them as two. Both of them got two silver medals, but there was no third position. Yeah, I think I saw something like that when I was small. Yeah. So now let's go to the classwork we have for today. So yesterday we now did a little bit of recap of what we've done so far. And today we are going to go deeper and I'm going to show you um, examples on these window functions and how to apply them, basic examples. Please take note of this example I'm going to give you now. Look at this question. They said, should I use running total? Okay. Right. Should I change this question? What question did we do yesterday? Let me see. We did assign a row number to each invoice based on the invoice total per country from the highest to the lowest. What did we do? Let me see. What result did it give us? Okay, so this one gave us, okay, country total. No, this not as this as is wrong. This ls is wrong. This is supposed to be position. So let me explain what this I'll add another example to this question 1b. It says assign a row number to each invoice. Listen on, based on the invoice total per country from the highest to the lowest. From the highest to the lowest. What is question? Doctor, do you understand this question? Looking at the result, do you understand the question?
Yeah, it's ranking now. You should rank them from the highest to the lowest.
What are we ranking from the highest to the lowest?
The total,
Oh,
the
oh,
highest score
of what?
of the invoices of the sales.
Sales of what? There's a word
I
I'm
know what
looking
they are
for.
saying.
There's a word, yeah, there's a word you have not spoken yet.
Mm. The country sales
Thank
performance.
you. God bless you. God bless you. That's just what I want to hear. That's exactly what I want to hear. Here we are ranking it. We are ranking it. We are ranking all their results. Which is simply asking which country had the highest. Let me rewrite this question. Question is simply saying, it's like saying, show us the, let me see, country with the highest sales performance. If they ask you this kind of a question, this is what you can do. What I'm not so sure of is if I add a limit. Let me see if I add a limit. Let me see if it give me an error or not. Let me say limit one. Let me see. Yeah, he
Yes.
gave me an error. Yeah. Let me
This is the
see.
second question, right?
No, this was, yeah, this was the second one. Yeah. Let me
I don't
see.
think we only did one question yesterday.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Mm, let me see. No, we did two. Assign a row number to each invoice based on the invoice total from the highest to the lowest. This was the first one we did. Then this was the second one we now did. So the difference between, I will explain the difference between this one and this one. So so from this one, from invoices, limits, sorry, limit by one. Let me see what's the limit. Yeah. So as when they showed us, show us the country with the highest sales performance. Okay, what I'm going to do, let me call this question 1C. This is an application of this row number 1C. All right, good. So assuming they asked us, show us the country with the highest sales performance. Get ready because I'm going to ask another question. Let me see. Okay, okay, leave that one. Okay, with the highest sales performance. So we have something like this. But then we'll now add, it's the same thing with this one. This 1B. So let me remove this guy. But the thing is that I'm not going to add limit. Limit One. All right. So position. So if they are asking you which country had the highest sales performance, you want to see the record. This is what you just simply do. It's a common, this is a common SQL interview question. A common SQL interview question. There's something that came to my mind. Let me see. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. This is it. So, let me see. Yeah. This is it. This one, what I just did was show me, show me the, let me see. This show me the country. This is a common SQL. Oh, hey, doctor, this one, you're dragging me more and more into this thing now. Oh,
Mm.
I know you might not really understand, but I'm giving you some tricks we use in interview questions. So, but let me just do it sharp. This one says, this is a common SQL question in interview when you go for job interview. This is, let me call it, this is question 1D. Show us the country with the second highest, with the second highest sales performance. Instead of limit one, doctor, limit one gives us the highest performance, that is number one. Is that true?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to get the second, you need to do 1, comma 1.
1,1.
Yes. What you are simply telling SQL is this. We use this in Power BI too. What you are simply telling SQL is this. Jump the number one performer and go to the next one performer. Do you understand? Jump the
Okay.
number one performer and comma and go to the next performer. If you put it 2, it means jump the number one performer and go to the next 2 performers. It will now give us USA and Hungary. You can see position 2 and position 3.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. So the one I cannot remember is for the last performer and all that. I can't really remember that one. Unfortunately, I can't remember. But if it was me, it will be very easy for me. I can easily track it by saying 1:50. Is there anything like that? Okay.
We give it 50
The 50th. So I can easily trace it if it were me. But if I were to look for it, but it will not be hard for me. I'll just because I've forgotten there's a it's something last something, but I can't remember. Maybe everything I go remember because okay, so in recap from what we did, we said assign a row number to each invoice based on the total per country, based on the total per country, from the highest to the lowest. That's when we now did this one. So then I'm going to expand on this one. So then I say show the country with the highest sales performance. We now did this one. Doctor, based on what you are
Yeah.
seeing, show us, I'm coming, with the highest sales performance. If I ask you, let me put it in question.
Wait, please, before you can I snap what we've done?
Oh, okay. Sorry for
Please.
that.
Okay.
Mr. Kelechi, you're welcome. I don't even know the miracle I want to do.
Good evening, sir.
Is well. God will help you to follow
Good
through because I
evening.
don't know how to go back to everything we have done. The simple course is, Mr. Kelechi, unless your battery is dead of your phone, if you know you are going to be late
Sir,
for class or if you're not going to be in class, it's just common courtesy to send a message. Eh?
I'm very sorry, sir.
You know, with this, you are very sorry. But forgive me to say this. So I have heard it so many times. I've even given up. If it was, I've given up because it's in after me. This I've seen it happen again and again. Not with you, with other students. And I'm just, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's where, it's where, it's where. Okay, so doctor, class rather now. Let's using the same format we did for show us the country with the highest sales performance. We did select invoice ID. Mr. Kelechiku, you were not in class yesterday. We talked about Windows function. So what's going to happen? I'll drop the recording. I've not dropped the recording for the past 2 classes or so. I'll drop the recording this evening. You can just go take your time and watch through everything. But I'll make sure you understand what we are doing because we are not officially started for the class of today. I'm trying to recap what we did yesterday to make sure everyone is on the same page. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So doctor, we said Show us the country with the highest sales performance. This is what we got, right? Now, I want you to do this question 1DE for me. And Kelechuko, if you know something we call copy la paste, you should be able to do this too. If you did copy la paste in university, like some of us, you should be able to do answer this question. It's very easy. Now you see it. Show us the city.
Mm,
Show us the city with the highest sales performance. Doctor, have you seen it?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Are you ready to go for it?
Let me try.
All right.
Highest performance.
Highest sales performance, yes.
Okay. So select invoice, comma, invoice ID.
Hmm?
Yeah. Okay. Then billing city as city. We don't have to select billing country, right?
Yeah, we don't need to.
Billing city, then total. Total. Yeah. So the next line, row underscore number,
Mhm.
open and close bracket, comma, billing country. No, 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 no. Okay, yeah, no, over, open bracket, order by total, in descending order. So as position, and from invoices. So if yeah, the question is show the height, then we'll take limit at 1 and then close the query.
So we have Prague. Prague is in which city? Is it Germany? No, it's not. Is it Belgium or Germany? You are correct, so you got it. You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. So
Okay.
let's go back to what we have for today. Oh yeah, Kelechi, have you screenshotted? Have you so you go through it later?
yes, sir.
Yeah, if you, so that's what row function can help you do. So you can see how row functions, I mean, I say row function, but window functions is used now. Now, I think, Doctor, you have an idea of what is useful, right?
Okay, wait, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Please, can we go back? Now, when I was doing it earlier today, right?
Mm,
I say, okay, let's assume that I have I want to sort with the highest with the highest 5, you
yeah.
know, where we usually use having by.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, is it possible for us to still use having by in this kind of query? Solve this kind of
Having by, let me see. Is there a possibility?
like for
Mm,
example, if we are saying give us the highest performance of
okay,
of
okay, okay. Okay, let's try it now. Let me remove these limits and see. So I've not done that before. I've not done that before. I'm coming. Oh, there is no group by. There's no group by. There's no group by. There's no group by. There's no group by. This in this kind of question, it will be not possible to do that because there is no group by. Remember, I said that anytime you want to use having, there must be a group by. Che? Is that correct?
yes.
Now, what this thing does for you is that, oh, okay. Let me try. I know that what row function does. Row function aggregates without using group by. So, but this is, let me see, sure. But I'm sure it's going to be wrong. Having total, let me say greater than 3. Let me see. to give me an error. Yeah, give me an error because there's no group by. Yeah, actually I told you there's no group by non-aggregated query. There's no group by. Hmm? It won't work. For so far so good. Maybe in higher complex query there should be. I can't say it's not possible. That's one thing about SQL I've learned. There is nothing impossible. When it comes to it, almost nothing is impossible. But it depends on the knowledge you have. And I've not encountered such situation where I have to use having in row function. The reason why is that I don't know how to explain it. It's in my head, but I can't bring it out to explain. But I will never even think of doing that because you see this row, this thing you are doing is aggregating, but it's not aggregating with a group in a group by manner. So you can't use having. This line I just highlighted is actually an aggregation. But if you look at the results it gave you, for example, see the results it gave you. This is an aggregated result, don't you think?
Yeah.
If you check the table very well, you will never see one single figure of 23.86. It's 1.98, 2.48. You understand? So it's aggregated, meaning it brought it together, but it did not do it in the way group by will do it. The way group by summarizes is not the same way window functions summarize. Do you understand? Both of them they summarize in a way, but window function does it row by row. Why window group by collapses everything into one. It's with time you will get you understand. So for me personally, the way I learn all these things is by doing projects, doing real life work. You understand? If group by does not work, I will now use window functions. Then window functions will work for me. I know you are still a little bit confused and all that, but don't worry. With time you go clear. Okay, let's go to the next question. It was a question I was looking for. Assign a row number to each invoice based on the. Okay, so this particular question, I need to see. Let me bring it here before we enter this number two. Okay, show the for each billion. No, before we enter this number two. Number two is a different kind of situation. Look at this kind of question. They said assign. Let me call this question EF. So let me call it F. So let me run this query. Let me see what it gave us. Now, everybody, listen carefully, please. Look at what I want to do now. I want to change this question and I want to change this query a little bit. Let me see. Do I have something like that again? Let's see. Let's say query to show the time invoice for a billing function. So for each. Okay. And this one says, okay. There is no need for this. There's a question that looks like this. Don't worry. Let's go straight to this one. Write a query. I've seen a question that looks like that. What are we going to do? They say write a query to show invoice total and the running total of invoice amount for each billing country. Let me explain what running total means. Class, now listen very carefully. If you have, let me say, a column called number, you have another column called rolling total. Rolling total. What it's okay? What Jesus Christ? What am I spelling? Now you have now just watch you. You have 1, 2, 5, 3, 2. All right. Let me change it to 4. To get the rolling total will look like this. You put 1 here. Just watch what I'm doing now. So explain. I'm trying to explain what rolling total means. It will now be. Oh, I'm trying to remember. It will now be 1 plus 2. See this 1. Plus this 2
Mm.
to give you 3. You write it 3. 3. This 3 plus 5. It will give you 8. 8 plus 3.
5, 10, 11.
Hey, Jesus Christ. Hey, let's you. I see. I went to start shouting. You just also. All right, so 11 plus 4 will gonna give us 15. Even without me explaining what rolling total is, you know what rolling total looks like. Is that not so?
Yeah.
Good. So that's what I'll keep it. I'll just keep it. So let me see. I'll keep it so you can screenshot so not forget. This is what rolling total actually looks like without me explaining any useless grammar. Hmm? This is what running total means. All right. So now let's solve a question. So if I solve, when we now solve a question, there'll be no confusion. So write is query. Someone's phone is battery has gone down. Who is the person?
It's my phone. I'm trying to screenshot. It's not.
Okay. Write a query. I've not yet finished, so no need to screenshot yet.
No, I screenshotted this running total.
Okay. Write a query to show the invoice total. What am I saying? Write a query. Hey, write a query to show the invoice total, the running. Hey, wow. Write a
Finish up.
write a query to show the invoice total, to show the running total, not to show the running total of invoice amounts for each billing country. So we want to have something like this. Now, this is useful, especially when it's combined with dates. Do we have any dates in invoice? Do you have any date column in that invoice table? Oh. Excuse me. This is very useful, especially when combined with dates, because some businesses, let me explain what it means. In some businesses, they want to see the cumulative. Okay, yes, we have dates. Okay, let's try. Some businesses, they want to see between. For example, let me give an hey, I can't. Okay, let me give an example. We did transactions in January, February, March, and April. They want to see cumulatively whether we are growing or we're going down as a business in terms of sales. So what you normally do, you use this cumulative this thing. So let's say the transactions in January was $100,000. Transactions in February normally was $15,000. Is that not so? So we will now add it together. That was $150,000. So normally the bar for February is supposed to be lower than January, but it will be higher than January because it's $150. But we're not seeing the individual revenue per month. We are seeing the cumulative. Some businesses, for some certain reasons, they do that. I can't really go deep into that one. So that's what this stuff is all about. So let's see. Yes, it's useful. Thank you. It is useful when you are trying to compare 1 year from another year. Yes, that's when businesses do that. They do cumulative. God, let me see how will I explain this concept. Listen, class, just listen. Imagine the month of January, 100,000. Let me say 100. The month of February, 50. The month of March, let me say 70. And the month of April was 30. Class, if you use a bar chart or a column chart, the one for 100 is supposed to be higher, bigger, is it not so?
Yes.
Second to March, third to February, and this thing. But when you now do cumulative, it will now be 100. It will now be 150. It will now be 220. It will now be 220, and it will now be what? 250. Now, ordinary on its own, it does not make any sense. But when you are now comparing to the previous year of January to what? April. January to April for the previous year could be 50. Cumulative now, it could be 200. It could be 300. And it could now be what? 350. So now, let me remove this one. When you now combine it, this was for the year 2020, this was for the year 2021. You can now say, okay, looking at our growth cumulatively, we were growing, going up, going up, going up, going up in sales last year. But this year, we okay, yes, this year also we're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up. So for the 2 years we're going up, but the value in our growth of this one is higher than this one. Class, do you understand this business scenario I'm trying to create?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how businesses too, they try to compare. When you want to go deeper, to compare performances. One last example, you have, let me say 100, you have 150, you have still 150, and you have 200. So for this particular year, the first month was 100, second month we grew to 150, third month, maybe there was riot in that area, so we didn't have any sales. It's still 150 and then 200. So we can see that in this altogether, this one performed best. This year performed best, second to this year, and last to this year. These ways companies too can measure their growth. May God give us understanding in Jesus' name. Okay. So maybe because of my experience in business intelligence and all that. All right, so let's go to the last. So let's go to rolling total question. So we said write a query to show the rolling. So we'll do something like this. Select a query to show the rolling total of invoices per. So we say billing country. I hope I remember how to solve this question. Billing country. All right. As country. This question will be different somehow. I think so. So to show the rolling total, will we use sum? Are we using sum? No, we don't need sum in window function. So total from invoices. Now this is where it's going to be different. Since we are using rolling total, we are going to use sum over sum over sum over sum. So we'll go with sum, then total. This is different. Total. What else again? It will now be over, then order by total. I just try and correct them. As let's call it what name should I call this alias now? Um, let's say let's call it rolling total. Rolling underscore total. All right. Then what else remain from invoice? Are we done from invoices? No, no, this invoice is not supposed to be here. Supposed to be here, I think. Yeah. Let me see what this result gives me. So let me see. Okay, there's supposed to be a comma here. Sorry, supposed to be a comma after total. All right. So I'm coming. Total. All right. So let me see. It's not John. There's a mistake I've made. I'm trying to sort where the mistake is coming from. Okay, so I'm coming. Let me see. Right. Okay. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Uncle, good evening. How's the family?
Sorry, I've been having trouble joining the class. Sorry.
You could have just sent a
I
message,
need,
man.
sorry.
Okay, so yeah. So write a query that shows for each billing country. So this is the way it's supposed to look like. Now let me explain what we did here. Ooh, God give us understanding. We are not trying to show rank or anything. We want to see cumulatively. Let me add date to this thing. Date is what? And God, please help me to invoice date to really explain this thing. Let me see if invoice date will go. Invoice date. Let me see if to give me an error. Okay, good, good. Now, good. Let me raise up this thing. Now, please, class, just listen to me. Yeah, you wanna say yeah? I think I'm talking to children. You understand what we are doing? I know it might seem somehow. We want to see class. So we want to see. Where is the question? Okay, this is the question. So let me bring it from here. Next. Yeah. Right. So, oh boy. Okay, good. This is a question. It says write a query to show the running total of invoice amount for each billing country. What this query we did gives us is this. For Argentina, it does it alphabetically. For I know this is the first time I think we're using partition by. Partition by is another way of doing group by. inside an aggregation. It might seem complex, but please just follow me. Now, this is the country of Argentina. On 2011 0807, it had a transaction of 0.99 cents. Now, I think there are actually what they call it duplicate rules in this data set. So there might be some variations or confusion, but I think that there may be a little bit of confusion, but don't worry. There are duplications in this thing. The duplications, I think, one or two duplicate rules. Now we have Argentina had a transaction on the 2011-08 what do I call it, on 07. We called it 0.99 cents. He wrote it down. On that day, he had another transaction 2010. Let me say order by. Let me order by invoice date. Just give me a second. Let me confirm. Invoice date. Let me see. Let me see. This is better. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to be. Class, look at something. Let me just explain what I did. I know what I'm doing is looking and performing magic or something. I know. Now, what we want is this. We want to see from the first day Argentina had a transaction. Listen, from the first day Argentina had a transaction, we want to see the cumulative growth in their transactions we did. And that's why I did that example I gave you earlier before. So on the 2011 0807, it had a transaction of 0.99 cents. We write it 0.99 cents. On on 2010 06 12, it had on that transaction of $1.98. Cumulative will now be 0.99 plus 1.98, approximately is 4.95. You understand? There's approximation everywhere in this thing, so just take it like that. Now, the confusion, and this is why I say there was duplicates here. These two, these two are duplicates. So that's why they are giving you the same value and all that. That's why these two are looking the same. These are duplicates. The problem I have doing it this way is that the dates here are scattered. The dates here are scattered. You can see 2011, 2010, 2013, 2010. So we need to order by, instead of ordering by total, let's order by the invoice dates. Let me see what it will give us. Good. So we have, let me see. Okay. Yeah. So we have for Argentina, everybody, look here. For Argentina, you can see 2010, it goes all the Argentina, it goes 2010, 2011, 2013, 2013, 2013. But you can see 2009, and this 2009 is not for Argentina, it's for Australia. Do you understand what I did just now? And why I did it? Why I changed that order by from total to invoice date? Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Are you sure,
Yes, sir.
doctor? You understand? Kelechi, do you understand?
Mm,
No.
not really, sir.
Look at here. God help us in Jesus' name. So look at Kelechi. You did not join
Mm,
up in the early class. So okay, look at something, Kelechi. We are trying to do a rolling total of transactions done in Argentina. So 2011, we had 0.99. 2010, we had 1.98. Cumulative, so the rolling total will be 0.99 plus 1.98, which will give you 4.95. Is it not so?
yes.
And I explained that the reason why we still have 4.95 here in the second row is because there's a duplicate row. Is that clear?
No.
But it's not duplicate now, it's different here.
It's different here. Oh, it's different.
Yes, now.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that would be the reason why this is giving partition by billing country is because, let me see, is because I did not partition by the entire distance. Let me see, partition by invoice. I'm coming partition by billing country. Let me see, invoice date. Let me see if it still give me the same thing. I'm coming. 1 point. Let me change this to order by invoice date. Let me see. Thank you for that. Let me see. All right. So let me see if it still gave me that same result. So we have 2010. Yeah, it's better now. Yeah. Let me see. 2011. Okay, no, we can't partition by invoice date as well. We can't. Let me see why. Let me see why. No, this is better. In or just order by the invoice date. Do not give you that duplicate issue or whatever it's giving. Why it's giving me one figure? I don't really know why it's giving me that in that wrong. Although that was wrong, using it order by total. But doing it by invoice date is the better, because let me look at it again. Argentina 1.98, 1.98 plus this 5.94, 1.98, and this, then this plus this. So this is better. That was wrong.
Yes,
Using
sir.
it order by total. That was wrong. Now that's why that's why if you come to the row number 8 here, you can see Argentina Australia 1.98, 1.9 plus 3.96, 5.4, 5.6 was this was this. This is better. This is better. This is better. So I prefer to do it order by invoice date to give me a better result. So what we're just trying to do is that we're trying to just see the rolling, as in cumulatively, the addition of So like for example, for Argentina now, we know that the rolling total of the total in for Argentina is looking at 28.7, 37.62. And then we can check the growth. Now, this is just for companies when we want to see how fast or how well were we growing. So 1.98, so the range total 1.96, 5.94, they doubled to 11.8. So we can say our growth doubled from the month of February to March by, let me say, 100% to 11.81. Then we only grew by 1% to 12.87. Then we grew a little bit better in the month of, let me say, April to 14.87. Then we doubled our growth in our revenue to 28.71. Do you see the way I'm interpreting the results?
Yes.
Do,
Yes,
do you understand the business part of what I'm doing, right?
Mm.
It's not still clear.
Yeah, we
it's clear.
understand.
It's
Yes,
clear, sir.
that's yes. This is what the business is. When we are doing all these SQL queries and all that. For me, this is what I prefer by doing order by invoice data. I don't like using, if I do order by total, it will give me totally wrong results. And from experience, yeah, I prefer to do it that way when I'm doing business intelligence analysis and all that. So that's what they use. You know the highest, the total amount he gave you, but we are not trying to check the total amount here. We are trying to check the growth. How well were we growing? Were we growing fast? So the months, for example, now this is January, February, March, April. So between March and April, we now say we only grew by 2%, 11.88 to 12.87. Then we can now start doing deep analysis. So why? Is it that there was no, the sales rep was sick? Is it that what happened? Is it that goods were not delivered to certain location? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You say, yeah, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
I feel I'm talking to myself, honestly.
Yes, we do.
Okay, good. Now, a business intelligence will now come and say, you see this between the month of, let me say, June to July, we grew from 14.85 to 28.71. That is 100 over. That is about 100% increase. We will now investigate what made us to grow like this. We will now say, okay, let me say it's a alcohol business. We're no longer selling Schnapp again. We're not selling champagne. And because some big men came to town and all that, that's so they were ordering for large volume of what drinks and all that. That's the reason why we grew from 14.85 to 28.7. The reason why, so you're not going to put too much demands on your sales shop. You're not telling that they must replicate this 100% increase every time. So that's business. What we just did now is a little bit of business intelligence. That's why I say this one is now no longer the normal query we do. We are now entering into knowing why something happened. Hey, may God give us understanding in Jesus' name. Somehow I'm feeling somehow like if I'm talking to myself, seriously.
No, it's clear, sir.
Okay, John, can you explain to me what we are trying to do in this situation in business intelligence manner? What were we just trying to do?
So what we're trying to do is that we are grouping by billing country. It means that we're running through all the countries on the data set,
Yes,
and we're ordering by invoice date. Invoice date is used to capture, like it's more like the target now, like this. That's we were using total. If we're using total, it means we're not checking the date and time, just as you have said. It means like we're just doing a blank calculation. So when we order by invoice date, it's showing us like the exact day, like from this 210
yes,
to 211, telling
yes,
us like what we're having. And then as rolling dates, this rolling date is the column that we added in order for us to like aggregate, because
yes,
it's aggregate going on then from the invoices table itself.
yeah. So in a bit, doctor, can you explain? Thank you, John.
So The reason why we are doing what we are doing is to kind of mark or gauge performance,
Thank
to
you.
see what is happening within a specific period of time.
Yeah.
And with this, we are talking about the transaction per year or per day for various countries. And the
Yes.
reason why we're having the rolling total is to see what was done, compared what is being done to what is done regularly, and to mark the increase, the how the transaction is going, whether profit is being made, and we're also marking the magnitude at which the profit is made.
Yeah. 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 Thank you very, very much. Kelechi.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'll explain to us.
So I understood now. You said what we are.
You say you understood now. Just explain, please. I'm begging, yeah? Please explain.
What we are looking for is the growth
Thank
of the
you.
business.
Thank you.
Mm,
It's like you're a man of few words.
yeah.
So it's not me that I'm a man of many words. I'm talking like a parrot, have you?
No, no, sir.
All right, so basically that's what we just did here. That's what I'm saying. This one, you can see the way I took my time to explain it, because this is now business intelligence. Now, this is not just trying to find out what happened. We are trying to find out how it happened. That's this, they call it the ah, exploratory data analysis. I think so. This is not actually diagnostic analysis. Diagnostic analysis is deeper. It's deeper than this. Diagnostic analysis, I'll go to all the other tables and use joins to do some manipulation to understand why there was a growth of 100% in between that month and that month. I will go deeper, but that one is beyond my pay, your you pay you the money you pay, so I can't go there now. That
Uh,
one is the truth. Hey, that one to all of us who I'll tell you to buy paracetamol as you're coming for class. Because my head go hot. I've told you that I write queries by the grace of God. That used to give me headache. It will from this line 287 sometimes to 306. That's when I that's when I write my queries. Sometimes my head will be hot like this because I'm trying to find a solution to a problem, business problem. All right, so rank all invoices based on total amounts from the highest to the lowest. Uh, this is not the question. This is not the way this question is supposed to look like. This question is somehow wrong in a way. But let's try something. This is what we do. Let me see. Should I this one? Let's try something. I want us to use compare rank, dense rank, and row number. Yeah. So I'll change this question, but let me write the solution first. So let's say select invoice ID. Let's call it as okay. Invoice ID is okay. Or let's call it just as transaction ID. Transaction as transaction ID, comma, what else again? What else again? In total, yeah, as let's call it sales. Let's call it sales. Then let me see what else again. A comma. Then let's go to let's use row number first. Let's use row number first. Row number. So now row number, you do your bracket, you now put your over, then then what else again? Let's use order by. Since we're not partitioning, we're not grouping by. Order by total as let's call it row number. Put equal to row number. Hmm? Then we're going to compare how they look like rank over order by total. as, let's call it rank number. Hope I'm correct in all these things I'm writing. Let's go to the next one. Next one is dense rank. Dense rank. Let me see. Over order by total. Okay. As dense number. Okay, so we'll now put our final this thing to end the query from invoices. So let's run it and see. Hope there's no error. Good, there's no error. So what we try to do is this: we want to compare. We want to compare how row number, rank number, and dense number gives us result. Now, class, if you remember from the earliest thing we said yesterday and today, this is how the result usually gives us for compare. Row number unique identification system is what we call index in your Power BI. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Rank, if there are two numbers that are tied at a position, it jumps the next number and go to the next. Dense rank, even if two numbers are tied, it will not jump the next number 3. So that's what we did. So now going back to this one, this is the correct application now. So let me see. Okay, good. So if you raise this up, you can see here for row number, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see it tallies with the index. This is the index number. It tallies with the index number. Why rank number 1111111? This is 0.99999. All of them, it took it as number 1 position. The same thing with dense rank. But if you now go down, all right. So you can see now rank number. You can see 56. The second position in according to dense number is now number for rank is now what number 56. Class, you see the difference? If you need to
Yeah.
screenshot it, please screenshot though. Because what you do, you still write it in your own. So class, you see the difference now?
Mm.
Okay, so this is a practical way. So it depends. In sports, this is what we use. We use rank number, I think. Why in dense number is used in business. We want to see the highest perform. You can say this salesperson took number 1, the second salesperson took number 2, even if the difference is much. 0.9 to 1.8 or whatever. There are many other people that took number 1 position, but the second position will not be number 2. But in sports, I think it's not like that. You understand? So I think this seeing is believing for this one. I don't think I'll talk much for this one. Have you screenshotted? Let me proceed to the next question.
Proceed.
Okay, thank you. So usually all these row numbers is when you want to use them when you want to do some deeper business intelligence and all that, like what we just did, that aggregation and all that. All right, so okay, look at this one now. Let me see. There's one I'm saying I'm supposed to give you guys. There's one I'm not supposed to do in this question. Write a query to show the total invoice amount for each billing country and sort the results from the highest to the lowest. So this is not, we are not going to use, okay, this is your classwork. Yeah, this is your classwork. This is not a Windows function question. So let me just put it. This is a classwork question. Who can give me the answer to this question? This is a classwork. I almost got confused now. This is classwork. This is not Windows function. I won't give you Windows function as classwork for now. Maybe from next week. So who can give us, how are we supposed to do this question? I'll give you 30 seconds to think through. Okay, now everybody write the query in your, either you're using your notebook or on your phone, just write the query down. You have 1 minute to write the query for this number 4.
The screen.
What happened to my screen? Yeah? It's not big enough. Let me increase it. I'm coming. So the time is 5:14. By 5:18, no, 5:17, I want the answer.
Oh, you want us to do it now?
Yep, yep, yep.
This application hasn't opened in my system.
Which application? The SQL.
Hmm.
Yeah, lay hands on it and tell it, okay, open. It will open. Hey, mommy. Otherwise, you will be locking the door every time. She's coming. She's coming. Open the gate, so. Okay, who has finished? Ah, nobody. Boss, this is 5:19. Oh, how far?
Sure, I'm still doing it.
Okay, Doctor Alpha.
Sorry, Jerry, I got distracted.
Hey. Oh yeah, on distract your distraction. Kelechi Alpha, have you finished your own?
Uh,
Huh?
so no, I said the application is not opening.
Okay. Yeah, let's be fast, yeah? I'll mute my mic.
We did this thing before now. Invoice for each billing country.
I don't know if you did it before, but shall I do this one now?
Okay.
This one is more like a
Because
recap of all we have done for the week. That's what these questions are. So me, I'm not giving anybody any. Yeah, I'm not saying the answer. I'm saying give me the answer now.
that's the main place. Okay, can I give?
Okay, just hold on. Just hold on. Let me ask from your colleagues. John Alpha.
So I'm not done. It's still giving me an error.
Kelechi Alpha. Okay, let's go through because this is not a question for today. So, lead me on, doctor.
Okay, so select billing country. As country, comma, sum, put in bracket total as sales. From invoice, group by billing country, order by sales, descending order, close.
So, you are technically correct, but you're answering the wrong question.
Sorry, it's billing city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Please convert, change billing country to billing city.
Yes, doctor. Your wish is my command.
I'm so sorry.
My own is at least you got it. So,
All right.
okay. So, class, doctor, don't answer. Doctor, please don't answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Class, what if I wanted to ask you, give me the first number one country in terms of sales? That is the country we got the highest sales from. What will you do? I mean, the city we got the highest sales from. Let's say, I'm coming. This is write a query to show the city with the highest sales performance, with the overall highest sales performance, overall system. So I'll be. So it's, of course, it's going to be the same query, but there's something we need to add. What is that? There's a function we need to add. What's that function? That's what I was explaining. When who joined first? Is it Kelechi or join? After doctor, who joined after? Is it Kelechi or joined that? Who joined first? Who joined first?
I was the one.
So Kelechi, even if John does not know what I'm saying, you're supposed to know. The function starts from Elu.
You know, Elu.
Limits now.
It's limits now. And I've been crying for the word to tell me since you not tell me now. It's not limits now. Okay. And so that's it. You understand? Now let me now twist it a little bit now. The reason why I'm repeating this because of John is because of John, not because of Mr. Kelechi. Kelechi, you were here when I was explaining it. Why I'm repeating all this grammar is because of John. John was not there when we were saying all these things. So if I say write a query to show the overall second highest sales performance. Write a query that shows, is Kelechi that will answer this one. Write a query to show the city with the overall second highest. This grammar correct? Abi second overall highest. I don't know, Sha, but you understand what I'm saying, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Ngwanu, give me the answer.
Second overall. Okay, overall
Second
second.
position. Sorry. Thank you. Omo, English hard. Just write a query to show the city with the not overall second position. Second what's it? Second. Thank you. Second place. The second highest sales performance. Let's do it that way. Oh, well, give me the answer. Sure, you understand what I mean? Oh, yeah, give me the answer. See so.
Uh, just change it to just change the limit to 2 now.
Okay. Oh. If you give it to two, it will give you a husband and wife answer. Sure, you know. See now, husband and wife answer. Sure, I told you. But if we're not looking for husband and wife answer, we're looking for one answer. What will it be? The answer will include a comma.
1,1.
So. John, do you understand now, John?
Yeah, yes, sir.
This one, you can see this answer for this one, limit 1 is different.
Yes, sir.
Limit 1,
Yes, sir.
comma 1 is different. Let's say, let me change this thing to limit 4. So you see it in field. You can see Prague is number 1, Paris is number 2, Mountain View is number 3, Sao Paulo is number 4. That, if we do limit 1, comma 1, we are simply saying, don't show me the first performer, highest performer. Show me the next one performer, which is second performer, Paris. If I change this to limit 1, comma 2, it's saying, don't show me the first performer, show me the second and the third. That's when you have this. Is this understood?
Yes.
This thing is a common job interview question for data analysts. They'll tell you, show me the second one thing. This is how to do it. All right, so we're done with that. Yeah?
Please scroll down. Let us.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my class, they can screenshots. So
Sorry.
it's okay as far as you understand what we're doing.
We try to reproduce.
So it's good.
Progress.
It's good. Hey, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are people take that assignment. I can't come and kill myself. Okay, let's just do one more. Let's just do one more. Let's probably even remember the answer. Okay. Write a query to show the number of invoices generated in each billing country. Who can do this? Anybody has an idea? What function are we going to use here? Did I give you 3 options? Huh?
Okay.
Number 1,
Yes.
average. Number 2, count. Number 3, sum. Number 1, average. Number 2, count. Number 3, sum. Which one am I going to use?
Count.
You said?
Count.
How is it count? Please explain a
You say
bit.
we should number of invoices.
So how is that count?
That's count now. That's like
That will still there will still be a sum total, sir.
Why would there be a sum total?
Since you are looking for the number of invoices generated, like you have to add them by the billing country, like to know what each billing country is getting.
I don't understand.
I say after you select billing country as country, I say you sum total.
Okay, so we have 2 options so far, and none of them are correct. But let me just get a vote of confidence. Is it vote of confidence now? If you know you go for counts, say I.
when you have already said none of them is correct.
No, now wait now. If you know you go for count, say I. Because
Going for counting. Already correct.
So there will be evidence after.
Somebody said it's not correct now. So
wait
Yeah,
now.
I'll not answer this question.
Be confident of your answer. I'll be proud of your answer. Are you not proud of your count? I'll be your son. Ah, now for you. Just if you know you are for count, say I.
I.
Good, Kelechi, good. If you know you are for some, say nay. Say no, say okay, say nay.
Nil.
Okay, so doctor, you are not here, you are not there.
You have just said count. I know we are talking about, okay, this is why I'm saying I said count,
Yeah.
right? They say show the number of invoices. It's like saying how many invoices was
That is
generated.
mm,
So that's why I said count. But you said it's not count. So
So if it's not count, what will not be the answer?
I
count.
don't know.
You are correct. You are correct.
Count.
You are correct. It's
Well,
actually count. It's count.
you so I said it like soon as it's confusing.
So you gotta tell my guy I'm confusing you. Yeah? I'm not confused. This is the second time I'm playing this trick, if you remember. It was you and Janya, I think I collected that were in class that day. I played something like this. Do you remember, Doctor?
Yes.
Excuse
Uh-huh.
me, Joe. After you I've dropped my listen.
When I tell you, when I know you are correct, but I know you might not really understand why you are correct. That's when I do this kind of stuff to make sure you know why you are correct. It is not some.
I explained why I said it has to be counts.
Hmm. So if we're
But you
to
are not confident.
no, now if we're to give award now for people that stood by their word, we will not give award because you did not vote. You were correct, doctor. You were correct. You were correct. You were correct. It was some is actually wrong because we are saying show the number, not the total. You understand? Not the total. So it's John. Actually, when you see anything, something like number of something, you're trying to say the frequency of something, not frequency per se, but the number of times something occurred. So Doctor and Kelechi
Like
were correct actually. So Kelechi, you stood by your word.
Kelechi
Yeah.
was under my shadow. Kelechi, you just let's go by it is count. That
That's
Under
number.
your shadow. Eh, you saw the way they shake.
okay. So Doctor and Kelechi actually got it right. Okay, let's just proceed. So let's just show you. This is how it's supposed to look like. I hope I remember. So, you write a query that shows the number of invoices generated per billing country. So let's say billing country as country. This is where we'll stop for today, I think. Any other one? You could take this assignment, I beg. Billing country as country, comma. You now put count in brackets.
Total.
What will be in the bracket?
Total.
Are you
Invoice
sure?
ID.
Now, let me check the table. Let me see what.
You are counting the number of transactions. Invoices mean transactions.
Invoice. Yeah.
So we'll check the, is it customer ID or
No,
let's
Invoice ID.
it's invoice ID. The
okay.
reason, yeah, the reason why we are using invoice ID, yes, you can use total, though, but what of if two, it will give you a total. We'll try the both of them, but it will give us a total different result because if you look at those total, some results were the same. Some individual transactions gave you like 0.09, 0.99, 0.999, 0.99, 0.99, 1.98, 1. You saw it duplicating itself. So if you now do counts of them, it will you get it. Oh, don't worry, we'll show it. I don't really know how to explain this thing again. So as number of transactions, number of transactions. All right. What are we now supposed to do from invoices? Then what else again? Group by billing country. Group by billing country. All right, let me see. All right, so let me put it in descent. Let me see the highest. Order by what now? Number of transactions. All right. All right. So I no, I have for see. So which country had the highest transaction? USA. And of course, you know that they had the highest in terms of sales, they had the highest sales. And you can show that they had now you can see we are doing a little bit of business intelligence. How many of you remember that when we did the country with the highest sales performance, it was USA? Who remembers?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it was actually USA. And now you can confirm by seeing that. Okay, let me give you something. Please listen to what I want to explain to you. When we are doing business intelligence or revenue intelligence for a business, if we see a region had the highest sales performance, we want to see calculator we call average sales performance. Yeah? We want to be sure that that sales performance is healthy. Look at something. USA had the highest sales performance and USA had the highest number of transactions. So we can see that USA is the business in USA is looking healthy. True or false?
True.
But
Yes, sir.
what of if, let me ask you, what of if USA had the lowest sales performance and had the highest number of transactions? Is that a healthy business they did in USA?
No, sir.
Good.
No.
That's business intelligence. If you notice, from our first classes, we're just doing normal, trying to know what happened and all. But if you notice, class, now we're entering little into business intelligence. We're trying to understand the business behind this table now. How many of you have noticed?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So we are now entering into business intelligence. So we can confirm that USA is healthy. Now, there's another thing we call average this thing and all that. That one you can now say, okay, let's compare the average sales performance for each country and all that. But that will be not in today's class and all that. So, all right. So that one you are trying to, I believe that one. You are trying to say eh, revenue divided by cost of goods sold. Revenue divided by number of transactions. That is average order value. There's something we call average AOV. A business average order value. But we'll not go there. That's revenue intelligence. We'll not go there. They're not paying me for that one. Let's go to the next one. Which other one again? Write a query to show. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Should we do it or should we leave it for you? Let me see if it's hard. Write a query to show the average invoice total billing conference. Oh yes, class, do this one for me. Let me show you. Do this one for me. You have this is 542. You have by 5:45. I should have my answer.
Hmm.
Who is saying
Hmm.
Oh my god, oh. Let's go down. This is the last question for today, I beg. Rest out.
Sir, my network went off. Are we solving this number 6?
Yes, sir. We are serving number 6.
Hello?
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's what
sorry.
we
My
said.
mic was mute. Sorry, we are serving number 6. Sorry for that.
I don't know if what I'm doing is correct. So.
Mm. Just get your final answer first. Hmm?
Ah, it didn't work too.
Yeah, well, you got your answer.
I don't, I don't know whether it's correct though.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what. Let me see
No, hold
what
on.
I
Just hold
did.
on. Kelechi, just hold on. Kelechi Alpha. Oh, Kelechi is not showing me. Okay. Okay. So we can call it a day. Give me your answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Kelechi Alpha.
Fine, sir. I didn't know my mic was muted. I was responding.
Okay. So look, let's just sub it so we can call it a day. Give me the answer, Doctor. Let me see. Then Kelechi, you check if it's the same thing you have.
Okay.
Okay.
So select billing country as country.
Wait, though. Wait. This question is wrong. Wait. Write a query to show the average invoice total billing. Hmm. No. No, this question is wrong. Hold on, please. You need to first. I'm coming. Let me think. Just give me a second. Let me think. No, something is not right. Something is not right. No. No, we are supposed to use a subquery first to calculate the total, and then no. Okay, let's just do what you did, but I doubt if the answer we'll get is correct. I sincerely doubt. This question will involve either a city or a subquery, but okay, let's go. Uh,
Okay. So let me just give you what I did.
yeah.
So billing country as country, comma,
Mm,
average, AVG.
mm.
So I put in brackets invoice ID.
Ah,
Initially, I put that's why I said I don't think it's there because initially it's supposed I put invoice and it didn't run.
invoice. Invoice is the name of the table now.
Invoice is the name of the table.
Invoices. That's the name of the table.
Yes.
It's supposed.
So
Mm-hmm.
so it's supposed to be what?
Total.
Total. Yeah.
As average, maybe let's call it average amount. Yeah, continue.
Okay. Then
So,
then I used from invoices grouped by billing country, order by average for num.
mm, mm, mm,
Okay, so this is what it gave us.
Mm.
This question is look correct on the surface, but something telling me is wrong. You know why I say it's wrong?
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. Let me look at it again. Write a query to show the average invoice total per billing country and sort the result from the highest to the. Okay, since we use the group by, it's correct. It's correct because it's correct. Hmm. I'm sorry. Let me just. I want to confirm. I'm looking at it. Billing country as country. We did the average. Okay. Of each country. Yes, it's correct. It's correct. So this is the no. If it's correct, USA is supposed to be number one. Yeah. USA. Where's USA? USA is number 9. If it's correct, USA is supposed to be number one here. Okay. Unless he did it by total transactions divided by the number of transactions. Okay, let me do something, class. Let me see if I can get the number of transactions per country. Let me see if I can do that. Let me see. Select. I want to just check, confirm something. I don't feel this question is correct. Please, this way we did it is correct, but I don't seem to remember how to solve it. Country. There is the question itself seems to be wrong to me. Country, then count. There's a way we're supposed to do it. I don't think it did, and it's beyond your scope. Let me see. Invoices. No, invoice ID. From invoices group by billing